Hey everybody, it's PDubs. Thanks as always for hanging out upstairs with us and for checking out the channel. Got several quick news stories for you today, including big updates for those who back the Coleco Kickstarter campaign. A whole brand new arcade tank stick is now available for pre-order, as well as some Facebook drama with the AtGames groups. Okay, guys, we're back. And when it comes to the Colecos, that's right. These are those mini Coleco recreations that were brought back via Kickstarter, Frenzy, Top Racer, as well as Berserk. I myself did back this Kickstarter, and when I received my units well over a month ago, I was disappointed. Just like everyone else who received the units, because all the units, as you can see here, the screens were off-centered. That's right, guys, the screens were off-centered, which rendered the games completely unplayable. Now, Coleco did hear everybody's feedback regarding this information, and they did some good things. I mean, let's be honest, they tried to make sure people who spent money on this program are going to be satisfied. So when you take a look, and I'll have a link for this in the video description below, there's a Coleco minifan feedback group. This was set up by the people who did the Coleco Kickstarter. And what they wanted to do is keep people up to date on the status of replacements. So just a heads up here, the most recent information includes that if you've backed this Kickstarter like I did, the new boards, that's right, everyone's going to get new boards. New boards are going to be sent to Coleco March 7th, which is tomorrow. Now, those are going to be sent via air from China to the United States, and once those arrive, Coleco will advise people how to request and get their replacement boards. I'm assuming this should be at no cost to customers. We'll have to make sure once Coleco makes the official announcements. And obviously the customers are going to have to open up the back of the unit and do the board swap. I myself will be requesting a replacement unit, so if you're concerned about how to get this done, I'll make sure I film a quick video showing people how to do the board swap. And I'm pretty sure Coleco's they said in their post they're gonna show people instructions as well on how to do the board swap. That way you get a board with the games running the way they should and looking the way they should on this mini arcade console. Also, for those of us who backed this Kickstarter and we're waiting on Top Racer machines have arrived. They are at the port in the United States. Hopefully, we're assuming the Top Racer machines aren't going to have the same issues that the Berserk and Frenzy machines had. And these units, now that they are at the ports, will end up being shipped out to customers very, very soon. I know I myself am waiting for my Top Racer as well. Also, guys, I'll have another link in the video description below for the new Tank Arcade Stick. That's right, Tank Arcade Sticks are back. These are fantastic arcade sticks. Very, very popular. A lot of people really love these. I mean, absolutely love these things. And they put them in, hell, there's like Rec Room Masters cabinets and others that in the past, DIY cabinet builds that have made space. I think Game Room Solutions does it, although I'm not a big fan of that company, where they actually have it like pre-cut out for you to insert your X arcade stick. The new stick is normally going to be $300, but it's available now to buy for $249, so it's $50 off their website. Again, I'll have this linked in the video description below. And the new joystick or the new arcade stick is got the new red LED button configured for mouse, 3 functions, includes free USB cable, 30-day guarantee money back, purchase game adapters separately. It's compatible with XP, Vista, Max, Unix, Linux, etc. Dual joysticks and buttons will work with existing X arcade adapters, trackball operation with any mouse-supported games, 2 industrial-grade spinner combos, etc. Let's kind of take a look at this thing because, you know, when you put this much stuff on a control panel, is it going to be playable, right? Is it a good thing? So as we kind of dive into the photo here, you'll notice we got a lot of buttons up here. Here's your spinners way up here. So I'm thinking like, okay, if I'm playing a spinner game with my right hand, how am I going to play these? Maybe I'm using the action buttons down here, depending on how you map it, etc. But again, I know there's a lot of people out there who love their X arcade tank sticks, so this might interest you, right? Also got your trackball, all that kinds of stuff. Nice quality joysticks and buttons are typically included in these things. I think this looks pretty cool. Like, technically, I don't need one of these, but I might pre-order one. I might pre-order one and pick it up. Love the trackball. Love the spinners. There's all kinds of great information on here. Oh, hey, check this out. There's even a video from Will Wheaton. Don't tell Sheldon Cooper, but Will Wheaton made a video on the X Arcade tank stick. Make sure you check this out. Make sure you check out all the specs. Make sure it's the right product for you for your future arcade modding projects. I myself think I'm going to pre-order one, and I'll cover it in the future on this channel. And it appears there's been a bit of drama in the AtGames Facebook groups, although this is probably small news that doesn't impact the vast majority of our gaming community, only those who actually prefer to use Facebook forums as their way to obtain information about these companies and things like that. Well, AtGames has these Legends 4K groups with some severe over-moderation, in my personal opinion, which I'm allowed to say. And unfortunately, there's a lot of very unhappy people. AtGames is really using Facebook as their marketing presence in 2024. They've definitely made changes from what they used to do for marketing in the past. It's all about these Facebook groups. They're sending out emails, inviting people to join these Facebook groups. They're constantly pushing these Facebook groups and other Facebook groups. Like, they have established Facebook groups already, but they want people to go join these new Facebook groups. And they advertise the new Facebook groups and the old Facebook groups. Like, they really, and the new Facebook groups are groups that they have 100% control over. They are definitely not fan-run pages. So, unfortunately, I noticed that there's a lot of people out there who are unhappy with the over-moderation, the censorship, the deletion of comments, the deletion of posts, the unnecessary banning of individuals from these groups for simply providing feedback as paying customers to AtGames. In my opinion, that whole thing needs to be reworked. In my opinion, AtGames needs to do a much better job with how they're managing these new official Facebook groups. But if it matters to you, a couple of community members went out there and they started their own officially unofficial AtGames group. I know that the cover photo looks a little silly. I talked to the guys who are running this page. They're going to be changing it and all that kinds of stuff. Got to make sure that they're not using AtGames corporate logos, trademarked images, etc. So they're going to change it. This page launched less than 24 hours ago. It's only been about 18 hours. Already at 140 members and growing. I'll have a link for that in the video description below. This particular fan page is promising to provide much less censorship. Obviously, the typical stuff with Facebook groups won't be tolerated. You guys know all that stuff. Not safe for work stuff, racism, hatred, bigotry. You know what I mean? Like, all that kinds of stuff wouldn't be allowed in any Facebook group. But these guys, when it comes to like, hey, if you need to talk to somebody and get feedback, community support, and share your experiences with AtGames, you can do so without fear of retribution. So I'll have a link for this in the video description below if you're interested in joining this Facebook group. I myself have been there, and so are a lot of other people, because I like to keep up to date on the good and the bad, not just the good. Either way, guys, that's what I have for you today. Let me know your comments, feedback, reactions to these news bites below. Definitely want to know what you think about these new tank sticks. And definitely give us a thumbs up on the way out. And as always, my dudes, thank you for subscribing.